to 108 gate, where we're looking at the current energies and let's decipher what's going on. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you like how we do readings here, please feel welcome to join us and hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get a notification of the readings coming in. So, interesting divide. The energy of division, the energy of splitting things off. So a part of the energy was when you break things up into smaller pieces. For example, if you have a task and you break it up into tiny steps or smaller steps or manageable steps, things like that. So essentially dividing things up into smaller pieces, but at the same time it is the sum. All the pieces are the sum and the whole of the task. So those pieces, those different steps, are a division point of the whole task. And then the other kind of way of looking at division and the divide is literally the process of the dividing of. So also keeping in mind that we don't always have to divide 50-50. We've got different so it's not just always splitting off like that. When you split off, then you're splitting off again, then you can split off 3 more times or 4 more times or however many times required or necessary or forced, because sometimes division happens unwanted and unwarranted and forcefully in a way that's not actually beneficial or healthy to self or helpful for self. So as I'm speaking, the words are kind of pushing through the throat chakra, but they're going to the left, if that makes sense. I don't know who it is for, but if it's going to the left, and then there's energy coming in through the right into the third eye, which just kind of makes sense. So if we're letting go of certain things, we're dividing ourselves in, or where we have divided ourselves between different people's demands of us, between different people's expectations of us, between what we need and what we actually want, and what others expect of us and want and need of us. When we're dividing ourselves up, we become fragments of self. So that part of letting go of or acknowledging the process of having divided self is going that way. It feels like it's flowing that way, so letting go of in that process. And then there's another energy coming in from this end, like as if it's replenishing what was lost, what was divided can now be healed and sealed and filled. I know that makes no grammatical sense, but that's how I'm hearing it. So you feel your fields, actually it does make sense, FIELD, your fields are rejuvenated, so you can feel, FEEL. You can't feel something if it's fragmented to such a subtle point, to such a subtle energy, that it's kind of like you can sense it, you can have an idea of it, but your tangible kind of connection with it, your tangible hold of it is not the same. When it's divided and divided again and divided again and divided again, it's diluted. So this feels like it's the process of acknowledging where you've been divided, where the division has been occurring, who has been dividing you. It's like when you have a group and then someone comes in. It's kind of linked to the yesterday reading. If you haven't seen yesterday's reading, those who are especially new to the channel, there's a whole playlist of similar kind of readings, and you can just literally go to the one you feel drawn to, utilize it as many times as you need to. It's a free resource, so why not? It's the division, it's coming in. So the group divided, the work not divided evenly. Have you been carrying the brunt of most of the work, or have you been pushing the brunt of the work onto someone else? Conditionally loving won't divide certain things within yourself. Unconditionally loving of yourself first won't allow those things to be divided. respecting yourself. Therefore, all that time, all that energy of having been divided, having been, I don't know which way to go. Do I back this person up? Do I back that person up? And then feeling obligated. All those things might start coming under the microscope. It's not going to be easy, but it can be done. It's not impossible, because if we look at it, everything should have a solution if it's presenting itself, hopefully. Sometimes you just know, you know what, let it go. All that's going to come in, this is the out that needs to go out, the process of division of certain things that shouldn't be divided, the where you've been divided from. It feels like it's going to be coming back in a return. It's coming back, and aspects are going to feel like you're coming home, or home is coming to you. That's really strong. So I'm hoping for those who need it, it makes sense. Where you've been taken away from your home, in the sense of your core essence, your authentic self, your inner state of being authentic self, where that's been taken from you, diluted, divided to the point that you don't even know who you are anymore. You can't feel who you are anymore. It's coming back in. I say, open arms, open hands, thankful to the divine, and let it pour in. Be acknowledging of those parts, because then the more you allow in, and the more you are open to allowing, the more your valve will open up to more of yourself, and less and less and less division happens. As a further division, more of it is bringing it in. So what I mean by that is, where you've divided yourself in the past, you may still have certain processes or certain people that make you divide yourself. It's me or him, it's this or that, it's this or this. You can't have all of it. Why can't you have all of it? Some things you may be able to have. All of it. You may be able to have a good relationship, wealth, health, good health, good wealth, good this, good that, excellent this, excellent that, holidays and this, that and the other, me time and she time and we time and he time. You might have the opportunity to see where you can literally balance it out the more you are aligned with yourself. So that divide will essentially be undivided. You are undivided on your path, undivided attention on yourself, and where you have been divided will start becoming apparent. That's a lot of energy, peeps. It's a lot of energy. Enjoy this ride. Peace and love.